In terms of impact for a person's life, their choice to invest and particularly what they invest in is significantly more important than their household appliances. But while reading books and watching interviews from Peter Lynch, something he said was surprising to me. That people spend more time on research for the refrigerator than they do on their life savings. Peter Lynch is somewhat of a comedian in his books, so I thought this was an exaggeration, but after it was pointed out, I began noticing similar trends. He mentioned that a person will spend around a week on their fridge, looking at reviews, comparing prices, looking in person, and making a logical decision based on what they read. All of this seems pretty normal. It's a big purchase that will be around for a while, so you would want to make an informed decision. However, Peter also mentioned that some guy sits at a bus stop waiting for his ride home and a random guy mentions that some stock is going to the moon with great returns. There's a chance that bystander will put half their life savings into that stock before he goes to bed. Now, I certainly hope that that part is a hyperbole, but these days with the internet, the story is somewhat similar. Some guy makes a video or blog post talking about why some stock will go to the moon with great returns, and then the readers who don't know much of anything about stocks buy it because the person sounds confident in what they're saying, all while not really knowing what the company does or if it's a good value. It's sad to say, but most people don't really think about what they're actually buying when it comes to their investments. They think it's too hard and they should leave it to other people. After all, they have more important matters to attend to in their own life, like what fridge they should buy. Totally random idea. This isn't to say that Peter Lynch or myself is calling any of these people dumb. Clearly, people have more specialized skills in some areas than others. For example, mechanics probably don't know a lot about medicine, so they leave that up to doctors to make them decisions, and then they take their decisions and their expertise for granted, and they take the medicine that they prescribe. And similarly, doctors probably don't know too much about fixing cars, so they leave that up to the mechanics and put their faith in their hands to exchange their skills for what they need. However, some people are applying this to also be used in picking stocks and making their investment decisions. And that could be a good idea if it's somebody with enough experience and credibility. However, people are using this for just random people on the internet and just taking their word at face value and not doing any research themselves. However, I think it's very important that people take more responsibility for what's inside their life savings. Because after all, if you spent 30 years of your life working and saving that money, wouldn't you want to know where it is and what it's doing? And that's why Peter Lynch hopes that more people will take their investments seriously and perhaps spend more time researching their stocks than they do researching their fridges. If you're new here, consider hitting the subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode.